It said creating a new one, which makes me think I might have created a new one. No, it seems like it's fine, question mark. The preview's not there yet. It got me listen. We have audio. We have audio. I think I played that on the stream on accident. I thought I muted desktop audio. My bad. Apologies. Sorry. I'm a little tired. That's my excuse for now. Right, yeah. I got a sketch going. Because I figured I don't wanna mess around, and I wanna actually have some music in the background as well while I do this. So we got the sketch in the layer, and then we're gonna start cooking some paint on top of that. And by paint I mean I'm going to figure out what kind of color scheme I want for this, because not really decided, admittedly. I've not thought about that all that much. Not very heavy in terms of focus. I definitely want like these to be a bright point. I want like the teeth to draw attention, definitely. So I want these to be like this has got to be bright. That's the point. This has to be bright, and this point has to be bright. And I'm wondering if maybe it's a good idea to start with values, perhaps. I'm thinking maybe giving this guy like a... I don't like light green, because the thing is, the initial idea I had for this was to make the scene generally like light green. So like the idea would be that we are in a jungle or something, so you have like bright colors, bright and saturated kind of greens around, and then like very, very dark. Like some areas in here like would be fairly dark, and then you would have like a fair collection of like richer, darker greens, stuff like that. You know, this kind of color scheme, and then the guy punching through would be like you would see this kind of doesn't belong through a different color scheme for the monster and for the character. And actually, the initial idea I had for this was I wanted to kind of mix the two styles I kind of learned or developed, where I wanted the monster and the guy fighting the monster to be just as black and white, like in full black and white, kind of like the line drawings I do. Not sure how exactly that would look. I don't want him to look this derpy, but the idea would be something like that, where I introduce like thick lines for this and for this guy as well, right? But then I'm wondering if that is going to actually work with the more painterly style. I've got no clue. I've never done anything like this. It's kind of why I wanted to stream it in a little bit, because you know it's like it's the discovery, it's the process, and then you get to kind of listen to me bash my head against the wall until I actually understand what I'm doing, which currently very low percentage of understanding what I'm doing. Admittedly, I do have to say that. It's a fair disclaimer. I think it's worth knowing. It's like I have no idea what I'm doing. You know, there's like something like this. Maybe, and then switch it into just white, and then you know this. I think that's gonna clash too hard. Like it's gonna draw. It's gonna feel like two different pictures in a way. I don't think I can. It's like ever possible to blend like such disparate styles as like this soft paint kind of type beat, and then like this aggressive black and white. Although, like, kind of. I think if I got rid of the black lines, I could make the monster completely white. Like, kind of think like, I don't know, granite is probably not the best actually. Marble? That's me. Oh, let's look it up. Marble. Yeah, marble. Think like a marble monster, I think. That's what I'm thinking I could do. And then the teeth actually could be black. And then they will still draw attention because there's gonna be like this big white blob, and then the teeth are gonna be black on the blob. So it just kind of functions like that. What is this layer? This layer is just a white blob somewhere, I guess off canvas. Or maybe it's just empty and I did not notice. Entirely possible. Gooding indeed. In today's episode of drawing, I am doing whatever the hell this is. You're welcome. It's very descriptive, I realize. Is the Slurver down? Yes. It's been down for like 17 million years. Just about, I think. Something broke. The federal agents have seized the hardware, probably. If I had to guess. In somewhat interesting news, I've finally taken the plunge and bought a mechanical keyboard. I've decided, hey, if I, type all day for forever, perhaps I should have good hardware, and so far I'm fairly happy with it. It's way quieter than the old membrane one I had, and it's just pleasant to type in. I'll see how it actually performs in actual programming, because I guess that is going to be the interesting part about this. But that's the most exciting thing that's happened recently in terms of me updates. Been a little break from work. Let's make this obnoxiously mint. Yeah, I've been on a break from work. It's I still haven't really figured out. I've heard people buy them for the noise. There's different switches you can get in the keyboard effectively, and some people prefer there's clicky switches. And you specifically get them, and they basically, I was wondering what that would sound like, and when I actually went to a friend that had one of those, it just basically sounded like the mouse. It's like each key on the keyboard sounded like a mouse click, which was extremely unpleasant to me. Not exactly, when I type fast, it just like, I don't want the noise. I don't want to hear the typing all the time, so I was quite the opposite. I didn't get the quietest switches available. I had a choice between reds, which are like completely quiet, I think, and browns, which are slightly less quiet. And I got a low profile one as well, because often with mechanical keyboards you have like these very tall keys, and I'm very used to my old membrane being mostly just flat. Think like slightly less flat than a laptop keyboard. So I've decided I'm gonna check it out, and because there's like one of the things you get over here is you get a 14-day period to return things you've bought online if they are not broken. You can give them back without giving a reason if you bought them online. I figured I'm gonna try this. I couldn't find any of these to actually try anywhere, so I figured I'm gonna try, and if I don't like it, I'll just return it. And I don't think I'm gonna be returning this one. I'm gonna be honest. It functions as advertised. It's nice. So like, yeah, this is just it's nice. It's nice. That's the update. It's nice. This one particular thing is actually nice. It's nifty. Thank you. In other news, I still don't think I've... Oh no. New job's going well, it's very corpo. Oh no. Is that a bad thing or a good thing? Because I know some people, I know some people prefer it to be... And I know some people prefer corpo jobs over more... I almost said normal ones, but... I know some people prefer corpo. I think I couldn't. I think I couldn't exist in a corpo setting. I am like... Well, I could probably get used to it, but I'm like working for a small business and in a position where I do kind of everything. I feel like if I had to go and ask every little thing, like, and get permission, etc., as you do with like these very corpo jobs, I feel like I would go insane with having to deal with that much stuff. Corpo equals whammon. I'm used to corpo. It's not anything I want. F in that case. Hopefully it's not too corpo. I guess you do what you gotta do. I guess you slum it for a while in a corpo before you can get out and figure something better out. Is it like not appliance repair anymore adjacent? I'm like almost 100% you told me what it was and I forgot, which I sincerely apologize. I'm really scatterbrained recently. Actually, I'm really scatterbrained in general. Not quite, because I've been on effectively this week I've taken a break. So my dad's gone to the mountains, and I figured I'll take the opportunity to also take some time off and rest. And I still don't think I figured out how to rest yet. I'm really bad at resting. It's not going swimmingly. I have to say and admit. It's like resting, not quite not quite that in a bag of chips, as they say. It's not figured out how to like relax. I think I've only actually gotten to the point where I started in any way resting / relaxing yesterday evening. That is, like, it kind of just hit me that, oh, I'm tired, it's time to rest, and I felt like, oh, hey, that is probably a sign that I'm actually going to be resting if I actually feel tired instead of feeling just kind of detached from everything. That sounds like it would be a good step in the right direction, but then oh yeah, apartment maintenance. Gotcha. Yeah. Is it that women manage all the apartments, or like what's going on? That kind of stuff. It's like, yeah, I've not quite figured out what the hell is up with that. I've been drawing trees all the time. I think I like trees and rocks. I'm kind of defaulting to whenever I draw anything. It's low-key concerning. I am do I introduce like big swabs of dirt around the place? Is that something that makes any kind of sense? I like it for breaking up the color palette a little bit. That's what I certainly like it for. I feel like, as per usual with my things, this is not saturated. Maybe it is saturated enough, but it's not. It's too bright. Like, yeah, this is more like it in terms of what I'd actually like this to, because I'd like the inside of the picture to actually be quite dark. And then just swap this out with a brighter color and desaturate it maybe, and maybe make it actually like blue. Oh, that's a very different feel. I kind of like this being green, because then I want this guy to be white. Every penny is pinched and they ask you to do things off the clock. That's awesome. That's the favorite combo of everyone ever. It's like the job's very corpo, and then but they also act like you are friends, and and you're all supposed to be nice about it and polite, etc. You know, it's like, oh, we're all friends and it's like a family, and so because it's a family, we'll do unpaid overtime, but we're also going to pay you like family also, which means less, because we just can't afford it, but we're such good friends at this corpo number 500,078. That kind of deal. It does not sound fan. I can't pronounce English. That does not sound fun at all in the slightest. I have no idea how that even came out of my mouth. It's baffling, frankly. in, and I wanted to make these very dark. Yeah, this kind of works. Words family were in fact used, which is never a good sign. Yup. I mean, even I feel like even within family, if somebody starts arguing like that, it's probably a good sign that you are getting exploited in some way. Because it's like, if it's, I mean, I guess there's nuance applies, but surely if somebody has to invoke that explicitly and start leaning on it, it's not a good sign, basically, regardless of the context. In short, I hate family. We should make families illegal. Thoughts? It's always a good plan. Like, whatever problem you have, you should just make the thing that causes the problem illegal. And in this case, I feel like family is a very good target. We should be making those illegal at some point. Such an archaic concept, you know. Nah. Okay, but like, what am I doing? Oh yeah, I was talking about being bad at resting. That was a thing. Just Europol thing. Yeah, you are not wrong. You are not wrong. I think, like, if you want to break up, this is probably a horrible combo. But like, I want the green to be contrasted by whatever color this guy's charged attack is going to have. So I'm thinking like purple perhaps is the opposite on the color spectrum, like purple / pink. Like something like this. I don't know. I'm spitballing. This is a rough draft. We'll maybe figure something better out later when I understand what I'm doing a little better, you know? I don't know. This color palette, it's not great. I have to admit, the color palette, not the best. I've not sent my best color palette, apparently. What color palette do I go for this? I feel like if the monster is going to be bright, and then the guy's charged attack is also going to be bright, then the rest of the scene should not be also bright, because then it's just, you have no idea what the hell the eye is supposed to be focused on, so it just looks dreadful. So I'm thinking we take these two colors. Oh, that's caps lock, not shift. Whoops. I'm used to my old keyboard being slightly curved, and I think for certain keys, I just have them in my mind a little bit higher than the other. I'll get used to it eventually. Did I actually draw it on this layer? I did. Wow. That's not what I intended to do, but it's gonna be fine. It's like, what if it was dark and blue? We could have it like kind of dusk-ish setting, but I think the dark, we could maybe have it kind of dark and blue and then make the scene moonlit. I think that could work. That is like a distinct possibility. Is it going to be a good idea? I have no clue. I've apparently managed to press every wrong key on the keyboard at once. Okay, this is a little more balanced than the super mega bright setting for that. What do I add to it? Is the question. The dirt patches are obscenely bright right here. We're gonna, I think, either get rid of them or darken them significantly. So like very, very dark. Perhaps like desaturated or saturated. I think desaturated is the way to go. We kind of have like this setting then. This guy's too bright. We gotta tone it down, buddy. You're gonna be a little more on the gray side, so then I actually have the ability to, like, I don't want to make the entire thing glow. So I'm thinking I get this guy, and then I have maybe blue highlights, like bluish white highlights from the top, from the moon, for the moonlit scene, and then, like, you know, something highlighted, something like this. This is very rough and scuffed, but the point is to actually, like, pick some colors and figure out what the hell I want this to feel like, more than it is anything else, really. And also this kind of helps define the shape when it's actually highlighted. It's crazy how little is actually necessary for it to feel like it has a little bit of shape to it. I didn't even expect it to be quite that much. Like, yeah, this immediately there's a lot of shape to the monster. Quite like that. And then inside we can give him maybe like a different, an entirely different color maybe. The teeth should be on another layer. They are. I'm not stupid. Not that stupid anyway. We figured something out. Okay, we can have the inside of his mouth be like this. Maybe not make the hole in the entire background, but yeah, maybe because it's all on one layer. We'll split it later. I'm spitballing here, so. And then we can have. I don't like this pink. I don't like this pink. We are changing the pink to something else. I have no idea what it's going to be yet, but we'll figure something out as per usual. Give me this tool. I pressed tab instead of control again. My bad, my bad. I could have him. That's gonna be blue overload though. I would like this to be a warm color actually. Maybe like orange, like classic fireball type beat. I don't want it to be green, because I already have green in the surrounding trees, etc. So, like, not green. Orange might be a good call. Did I really manage to... Oh yeah, because I pressed control. It's gonna take some getting used to. For the key location. Okay, that is a lot better when the middle is actually colored as I want it to. If I had it this, I'd have to have it, I think, way brighter. Like salmon, red, pink, question mark. Kind of color. Not sure about it. Maybe like this kind of purple. I like this. I like this kind of purple. Not pink, but this kind of purple I think looks good. Let me just darken it a little bit so it's only the middle is bright. I keep pressing the wrong keys. It's a disaster. Okay, I like this. Now we can give this guy a little bit of a purple highlight to him. You seeing me? Like this. So that we can actually see like the effect of the pink orb being charged in the environment, and specifically on this guy. I think that's fairly important to do. We could maybe mix it with that, kind of in the middle color. Saturate it a little bit more. No, too dark. Yeah, maybe like a little mixture of the color and in certain places. Like where it would be both, or like between. Like here, maybe. It's like the faint highlights as well with this color. Kind of, I guess. I'm not convinced. I don't know if this is gonna work. Like, it doesn't look too bad now. Immediately. I think it's gonna take a lot more polishing because I don't really have a good, like, full concept for this in mind, really. So it's a little difficult to actually figure out what I want this to be. Okay, how do I color this guy? I don't want him to be, like, I want him, I don't know what I want him. We could have this. We could give him like the classic tropic kind of warm color treatment, you know, like he could be like one of these explorers with this kind of hat. You know that hat? It's the mandatory hat you have to have. Oh, no. Who is this guy gonna be? Do we leave that for later, perhaps? I think I leave that for later. I don't think I have any clue or idea who the hell I want that guy to be. I think it'll have to come up later. I could make him... No. Okay, so like further planes of this, I think, if we are being fair to it, yeah, I think this is about time we start splitting this into layers, because it's already becoming bad to work with. This is gonna be bad to work with. We've got these layers completely switched, like glued together. That's fine. I'll figure something out. Okay, now move. I recently discovered a shortcut, Control H. Control H actually gets rid of the selection, so you can see the picture and modify the selection without having the gigantic outline, which is an option I didn't even think was a thing, but now that I know that it's a thing, it's very good. It's very useful. It's worth knowing. Okay, we throw that, I think, in the background as well. And then we have the monster and the ground, but only parts of the ground. Which layer is the green ground on? Oh, it's with the trees, because it's the same color, apparently. Nice. Good work. Okay, so that just leaves the monster on the thing. But I think Alt. No, Alt is minus. Is it Control? No. No, because Shift adds to the selection. Which is Shift Alt? Yeah, Shift Alt. Just this, please. And then Control X, Control... Okay, what layer is what? So this is front trees. This is nothing. No, this is back trees. Back trees. This is the sky. We'll perhaps not even have the sky, we'll just have more layers of thing. This is ground again. Where's the other ground? I didn't name the layer, like the mastermind I am. Ground. And then this is... Oops. Teeth. And then this is monster and the glow effect, which I don't think these should be on the same layer, so I'm gonna move them. Am I allowed? Oh, wrong layer. My bad, my bad. Charge. And then... Monster. Monster energy. And I might legitimately just go to bed. Feel really tired all of a sudden. I think this might be one of these streams where I start, I think I'm gonna do it, and then I just 30 minutes and I figure out, nah, it's bedtime. I don't know, it's like, it's alright. We'll figure something out with it, I think. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but it's gonna be something. It's not the worst color scheme so far. Not quite sure what to do with it continuing from this point. But yeah, I'll cut it off here. I'm too tired to even think of an outro. My bad. Sorry, apologies for the shortened stream, but I figured out I'm tired. Good night, bye bye.